Why you rubbing your eyes? Welcome to the locker. Season 6, episode 21. I'm your man, A Whistle, along with Van Hiles, Styles. Football, they started football started this week, man.
Yeah.
Hey, all the talking's done. Man, get them past the clanking. Only problem is, bro. Hey, the heat index is 100 plus. Hey, was you ever on the team where you stand next to the? Well, see, you ain't never sat on the bench. So when I was on the team, and we over there next to the trainers, like, man, what's the heat index? It was like 112 or something before you got to stop. Like, y'all ain't no way in the world y'all can be practicing down there. If we had like 105, there ain't no way y'all can. It might be like 120 or something, but and I know somebody did pass away in Kentucky, or somebody did pass away this week over practice issues.
Yeah, it's so we don't start until Monday. And a week ago, we got advised that we're probably not gonna be able to practice to the evening.
Oh, that's the other thing. Yeah, you gotta change your whole schedule.
Yeah, we gotta wait. So I think we're gonna try to practice in the morning to get it in before, since the real school doesn't start until the end of the week. So the beginning of the week, we're gonna try to get some morning practices in, so we can beat the heat. But dude, at 9 o'clock, it's hot.
That's what I was gonna say. But no, but football, y'all can go at 6. Y'all can go at 6. Y'all got daylight at 6 or 7.
Yeah, ain't nobody
lights on
6 or 7.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you ain't bull jiving, because last week, the whole week, the first thing in the morning, so whatever it was when it dropped overnight, the lowest it got to was 75 here.
Damn.
So even if you try and get 80-degree practice in, y'all probably 80, 85, which is still a decent practice. But you only got you ain't got nothing but minutes before that bad boy get in the 90s.
Minutes? You got seconds. It's like 79 degrees, and all of a sudden it's down 89. Nah, you probably got, I'll give you 180 seconds before it starts. Every 30 seconds it starts to increase 5 degrees. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. Oh,
go ahead, bro.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm about to piss you off.
No, you ain't about to piss me off. We not about to go back and forth.
I'll be on that bullshit.
Your ass stuck on 7 wins.
I'm about to be on that bullshit. I'm about to be on it.
I got my camera back. You see, I look a little better.
Okay.
I ain't shaved though this time, but it's clear I should have shaved.
Anthony. I'm Anthony. I'm on a 7-win bandwagon. You
gotta start putting something up, because you do know gambling is legal now in Kentucky. So people gonna be going down to bookies because they ain't listening to Van Hiles. Listen to me on this damn show. When I say these are Van Hiles thoughts on Van Hiles, that means you go with Van. I'm usually gonna give you, and I'm not discrediting Van's, because he will break down why he can give you legitimate options for you to break it down. So I'm saying, like, even when he tells you, like, the Ole Miss, I've been on SEC down south, and they got us beating Ole Miss. I'm like, damn, Van might be on this stuff. But I'm telling you, if y'all are talking about dropping 10,000 on a 7-win season, man, that's between you and Van, man. Don't call the show HR. Don't call the show administration.
And I am close to going to 8. I'm close to getting to 8. I'm not there yet. But the gravitational pull is starting to yank. Look, this is what I did, Anthony. And this is what I'm gonna say this first.
Zach been taking steroids. Zach Calzada been taking steroids. Or what they do get that one thing that calms your nerves. What's that they take? Not Adderall. It's no, it's something else that like baseball pitchers take. So or baseball pitchers, baseball players, like it's banned, but it's just like just a regular drug to calm your nerves, so you don't get in the hyped instances. They keep so when you get to the pro levels, that's what they do. They grade how effective you're gonna be in the clutch by your heart rate in the clutch. If keep your heart rate down in the clutch, especially basketball and baseball because it's so precise. Football,
it don't matter. Don't matter.
You could just run through the line and do something. Yeah. But a person like me, man, if you get over hyped, where you going? Where you going? Sure. Oh, I ain't about to try and match up with you if you 260 coming at me. Go ahead.
Right. I went down a rabbit hole today. Because what I started to do is, I've said this many times on What's Up, Jay Hayes, on this show and other shows, is we focus, and which you should if you're a fan of UK sports. We focus too much on us and don't even take an account to what the other teams are going through.
I give you that. You good at doing that. I give you that. I ain't got the time to do it, but go ahead. I give you that.
You're right. So, I'm gonna put a pin in that. So you know what I learned, and this is why I think I am decent at my job, although I think sometimes I'm not. I saw something. A professor said that when you lose focus, you need to stop. Get away or read something, do whatever, then come back. And even though you lost 10 minutes in between, you actually gain more focus and you're going to be better at whatever you're doing because you stop when you lose focus. When you lose focus, no matter if you're in the middle of a sentence, you got to stop. So for me, the reason why I'm able to do this, sometimes when I'm working, not sometimes, all the time when I'm working, I lose focus. So then I stop, I do something like this stuff. So I knew because the running back from Tennessee, I've seen play, last year's running back, I saw play quite a bit on film when he was at Dutchtown here in Louisiana in Baton Rouge, Dylan Sampson. So I was like, let me see what Tennessee did, right? Because a lot of people on Twitter and group chats, etc., think that you got to win a certain way. Why don't we pass the ball more? Why don't we do this? Why don't we do that? So I looked at Tennessee because I know what Chip Kelly has done in his ventures from Oregon to the pros, then back to UC. I know what his ratios are pretty much. It's pretty much 60. So I already know. Now, Josh Heupel, perception-wise, you would think it was the other way. I looked at last year, Josh Heupel's team. They ran the ball per game 28.8, let's say 29 times. It ran the ball 45 times.
You said ran it both. Both times you said ran it.
Oh, I'm sorry. They passed the ball 29 times a game.
Okay.
They ran it 45.
Okay.
60-40 running. But I'm like, that's because they had a great running back and a young quarterback. But then I said, let's go back to when Heaton Hooker came onto the scene in 2021. They ran the ball. They threw the ball 29 times, ran the ball 44 times. That's about the damn same. Oh.
Hold on. Now you have figured something out. And I'm going to tell you this. I ain't got to have mommy sitting next to me or Tim Couch. I will tell you this. Tennessee comes out in that spread. Numbers give you the odds. And if you don't know nobody who's ever told you this, you're going to run it on first down because you should get 4 yards.
At least 3.
At least 3. If you on the spread, if they don't honor the spread,
at least 3.
So who's not going to honor the spread on first down? Like on first down, you can honor the box. If you honor the box, you're giving up spread. So that's why those things happen. But even when dude from West Virginia, I don't know why I said Nick.
Rod? Rich Rod?
Played here. No. Played here. Coach of West Virginia.
Oh, Neil Brown.
Neil. That's what I meant. Yeah. When he came here, air raid. No, we threw the ball because Tim Couch was the quarterback. Now, there's plenty of times we could have ran it. Right. Tim threw into the empty boxes. Now we could have ran. But I'm saying, so no, that doesn't surprise me. And that's why he lets his spreads dictate. And you pointed to a couple years ago. He lets the spread dictate the play call. So you're gonna run it on first down most of the time if they don't go with the spread.
Thank you for chiming in, and we missed you last week. So hey,
we did miss you.
I knew it was 50-50, maybe 55-45 pass to run. Maybe. I was shocked it was 60-40 run the pass.
Yeah.
I was just shocked at that. So my thing is, you cannot, y'all. You cannot, even when LSU won with Joe Burrow, Edward Solaire was really the engine of it. He bailed them out of quite a few games. Even no matter what you're talking about, y'all, I don't care what scheme. Even when BYU was running up the score in the 80s and Ty Detmer was the quarterback, they still had to run the route. You cannot win in this game without running the ball. You can go back to the University of Houston with Andre Ware, David Klingler. When they played their little conference games, yeah, they could throw the ball 100 million times. When they went against competition, they realized, oh, this is real boy football. You have to run the ball. And for all those people who say the stuff like, oh, well, the offense is catered to help the defense, and we do this to take the air out the ball and blah, blah, blah. What happens is the difference between us and some of these other passing teams is we are not efficient in the passing game. We don't have enough explosive plays. When we had it, Liam Cohen, Wandale Davis, Levis, was when then our offense looked better. But the reason why our offense doesn't is because we don't get explosive. I'm going to tell you something here, y'all. Hendon Hooker, in his 2 years at Tennessee, his first year, he threw for less than 3,000 yards. That's pedestrian. I'll talk about that. If you're not throwing for 3,000, you ain't hitting no much. In the next year, I know he missed, I think, the last 2 games, the last game or whatever. He passed for 3,100. So even with that offense, where most people feel like they were just tossing the ball all over the field, 4,000 yards is where you say, okay, that's the quarterback is controlling the game. 3,000 is nothing. He had 3,100 at Tennessee when y'all thought Tennessee was putting up $5K a year.
Yeah.
So didn't Tim Couch pass for 4,000 in the 90s?
Yeah. Well,
3,100 is pedestrian, y'all.
I don't say it's pedestrian. It's status quo.
In today's game, with an extra game, with an extra game, then you spreading everybody out.
Yeah. Dude, we done got to the point we got anonymous people coming in here. Like on this show, so hold on. So let me go back to 6 years ago. This show is a locker room environment. Everybody just talking about what we talk about in the locker room. That's why it's called the locker. Like, because the players don't really get to talk about, oh, that MF one shit, so-and-so. Like, we can tell you what happened in the locker room. That's the same things y'all hear on, y'all watch Jeff Teague and them guys talk about, hey, when I played. Yeah. Now, mind you, they got NBA and maybe you interested in NBA experience. We the only people really doing it on the UK side. You know what I mean? Jeremy Jarman, we can't get him to come aboard. But I'm saying, you don't have nobody at UK telling what's going on in the locker room. We bring some of the players in here. I don't know. I really want to do that a whole lot because I know how UK is. But so you coming here anonymous is, I think people they probably gonna heckle you. They probably gonna get you up through because you could be a coach. We don't care because we want to say it to whoever's face, but whoever's watching should be and tweeting. You should be open just like we open because we got an open platform. So anonymous, you can keep staying anonymous, or you can get your real account. I'm just saying. I say anything wrong, Van?
Not a damn thing.
But He said the quarterbacks ran the ball more because the quarterback, if you watch Van's breakdown, the quarterbacks was locked on people and when he ain't had no option. Let me get the hell up out of here. Then I think he got gunshot. I don't think he took his Adderall. But man, he was telling a few dollars this year they went to do 17, 13, 13, 10 this year.
I'm in agreement with that.
Like Steven 10, huh?
I'm in agreement with that. Y'all, I'm telling you, and it is crazy that it took me to watch the games over again with fresh eyes. Is if you watch, I'm not counting these last two because even Texas wasn't that bad. We were in every game at halftime, including the South Carolina game. The Florida game was the only game that they were up. I think they was up like 24-7.
Right.
But every other game, we were in there. And whatever happens, things fumbles and turnovers, the Vandy game still hunts me because I can do. Dane Key fumbled right at the end of the second quarter. Offense had a chance to at least take more time off before halftime. 2-minute offense.
Yeah.
They got off the field, and Vandy scored with seconds left on the clock.
Yeah. Our halftime management is terrible.
That was horrible. That's the game. Dane doesn't fumble. We get a field goal at least.
Yeah.
We convert on third and whatever. Running back was wide open. All I had to do was just feather it to him. He zips it. Can't catch it. Those two plays, that is a 10-point, really potentially 14-point swing on two plays. I am, as I watched the games over, and after I heard what Stoops and Bush said, not Bush, as I listened to what Stoops said in the tone of his speak, not exactly what he said, because coach speak is coach speak. I don't know that every coach is going to say, oh, we're the greatest, not the greatest, but we're doing well. Blah, blah, blah.
Right. Trying to win a game.
His tone was back to that 2018 season.
Yeah, because they calling for his job.
So whatever it is, Anthony, whatever it is, when you dating a girl and you do wrong and she comes and move out, you doing wrong now. And you're going to do wrong.
You said, hold on, I'm lost. I'm dating a girl and she moves out?
No.
When you move in?
That's what I'm about to say. I knew you were about to say that. You were serious with this girl. Y'all move in together and you continually do wrong. And she's like, I'm sick of it. I'm moving out. The only time you change is because she said, I'm moving out.
Yeah.
Then you're like, whoa, I'm losing a good thing. I better get. So, whatever happens, however you change, it don't matter what the stimulus for your change is, you change it. The tone of Stoops I've heard at SEC Media Day and whatever this week he had, whatever that press, whatever conference he had with Tom Lee.
He had to do it early. Because he having surgery.
That's right.
He got something behind his eye. So he didn't want to do Friday. Everybody was doing the Friday, but he did his on Monday.
So all of that, not what he said, the tone and the manner and the.
You never gonna see another team play as hard as we do. Never gonna see a team push it. You doing Tim Tebow, man? That's what you talking about with that high pitched voice, man.
The tone and the way he spoke, the rhythm. That don't mean they win in 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 games. I think he feels better about this team than he thought he would.
I'm going to say this, Van. I want to say this. Let me chime in here real quick. I'm going to say this. And this is what I'm telling you, I've been doing this all along. And I done told you, I've been feeding you nuggets.
You feed me on crumbs? You feed me crumbs?
I've been feeding you. Nah, man, your kids are damn near grown. Your daughter, what? How's your daughter? 17?
She'll be 16 in the end of September.
So you ain't even got a spoon feed her no more, but you want to make sure they understood. Hey, we need some nourishment in your body. We need you. Hey, we need you to be able to run with hep-top, whatever trifecta lines, whatever you gotta run. Here's the thing, man. You do hear a different tone in his voice. If the tone in your voice, the tone in his voice you think you're hearing is because he got a secret. He ain't got no secret. And here's where I'm going to see. I don't want to twist this too many ways because apparently you ain't been picking up what I've been saying the past 2 years. And I don't want the fan base to start trajecting and going off and acting like I'm speculating. I ain't exactly speculating, but if your girl, living girl, you come home, you got food, you cooking, she kick your feet up, man, she feeding into your mouth. Hey, man, I'm going to have some beers with the boys. That day you talking about comes along. Come in the kitchen, no pots, nothing. My pots ain't clanking, nothing. No, nothing ready. Now, mind you, the mindset changes. The mindset does change. But now all of a sudden, you hungry. Now you hungry, one, because you ain't got no food. I expect you to cook some food. Well, if you ain't gonna cook no food, you can't stay here. Now, I'm not saying that's the case. I'm not saying. So my whole point is, if I'm gonna cook my own food, then and I'm not saying that. So the loving ain't there and the nourishment ain't there. Point being is, at a certain point, we start taking things for granted. We can come. You remember what it was like in 1994. When did people start coming to Kentucky, throw on that blue jersey and say, hey, look, we expect to win. You always had to fight for a win. Now we done laid down more times than I think we fought for wins because we won the ones we should, and we done pulled out one here and there. I'm saying Stoops was just knowing, man, these guys gonna go out and play. Once they started asking for Stoops' head on the plate, now Stoops is like, man, I'm not catering to nobody no more. We not shelling out money for players who ain't performing. You know what I mean? If I gotta take, if I gotta take a 3-star or a Division II or a non-Power 4 school, the guy that I watch the position coaches see they film, that he gonna come in here and give me 100%. Look, all right, what you making over there? 50,000. Look, we'll give you 80. Come on over here. And so, but it got to a point where we Kentucky, right? I ain't gonna name no names. We got receivers coming in here wanting to just, hey man, throw me the ball. We got defense linemen coming in here, man. Coach, I can't practice this week. I'll be ready Saturday though. I need to heal up, huh? It's just things got. At some point, management 101. At some point, somebody had to put their foot down and be like, look, this shit ain't right. Because the players are getting mad. The players are getting mad because players are making money and I'm second string and I'm not playing because the players are making money. The coaches are getting mad because I got to put this effort on the field because you're paying him this money. Or he's not going to perform. He's going to sit and pout. Motherfucker, you can sit and pout. Stoops is beyond. That's where Stoops is at. That Rachel Lawson press conference last year, that's where Stoops is at. I will not be held hostage no more. Now, mind you, he gonna ride off into a $30-40 million sunset if things don't work out. But nah, it comes more from he know he wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing. So that's what I said. That would the whole analogy was you come home, kick your feet up, right? Everything's cushy. No, you got to kiss her, something. You got to kiss her, run her a bath, man. Right. Rubber feet when you're done eating.
Right. No, I understood what you're saying because it's like this too, man. This is what it is, right? I've been married for 25 years.
Bless her heart.
If you start trying to compare your situation to somebody else's, you start looking at things a little differently. I would say this. That's the one thing. That's the one great thing about my parents is my parents never tried to live like someone else to get themselves in a situation that they can't get out of. Even though they've been together since my mom was in 8th grade, dad was in 9th grade. They don't go about like, oh, they're able to afford that house. They're able to get that car. let me put myself, we getting better. We getting older. Our kids left the house. Maybe let's do that, right? Then you start venturing off into a territory you're not used to because you feel comfortable in your situation. You started feeling comfortable, start going after, because now we good. We 2-3 stars, we good. We wrapped up 2 10-win seasons. We need to get 4 5 stars. Well, you ain't built for that life.
Right.
And then things happen where getting those players, NIL or in real life, the market crash, now you stuck. You bought that house. Now the market crash, now your house ain't worth a damn. You went and got those players. You realize you didn't vet them good enough, or they were good actors, and now they come here and now they acting differently.
I agree, Cobby Cobb. That might be one of the greatest quotes ever on this show.
Well, hey, Cobby Cobb, I'm gonna tell you something.
Call him up, have him get on air and tell us about it.
I might do that.
No, I'm talking that one faithful night.
Here's what I want you to understand. My parents was in a town where I don't even think there was 1,000 people. So it was easier to, there ain't too many choices. when you find a hottie, you need to stay with it. Because you probably ain't that many of them.
Man, let's get back to other sports. Man.
Oh Lord,
just a miracle. That's not a hot take.
That's not a hot take. I damn said that, Justin.
That's what everybody's saying. That everybody Van got everybody on the Ole Miss bandwagon.
I'm an expert, Anthony.
They're asking an opinion. Whoever Miracle is asking an opinion, but I'm saying I ain't been convinced. But you have made some points that make sense to me, and I've been watching other pundits down south watch SEC and down south football. Everybody, like I said, I don't know why if we beat Ole Miss last year, they crib with a bad offensive line, bad quarterback play.
Yep.
So we done improved in that position. Have they improved more than we did? So that's where it goes. What you said. Have they improved more than we have?
I want Justin to say we're gonna go to 5-0 when we play Texas, and we're gonna be ranked in the top 15. That's a take.
Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can get on 4-1 with you. Like you said, Georgia ain't. But history has shown that Georgia ain't somebody we just show up and do something to either. Last year we had a chance. We had them against the wall. They are who we thought they were.
Hold on. And I'm going to say this again. Everybody talks about Stoops punting. Everybody talks about that. I watched the film again. If Brock Vandagriff's ass could just underhand hoop it over the defensive end's hands, the ABS on a swing route, if he catches it, we're easily in field goal range. Easily. Mm-hmm. Wide open, butt naked open. All I had to do is get it over his hand. That's how close we were. How many games have we played Georgia? If I don't know when that was, Will Levis' first or second year, if DeAndre Square or jump on the fumble.
That wasn't Square, though.
Who was it? It wasn't Square?
Mm-mm. Who were the back then?
You talking about Jameis Davis? You talking about Derek Jackson?
Now, when Jacques won here?
Josh Jones.
No, I'm saying I'm trying to.
I think it was Square, dude.
It could have been. You know what? I'm going by the back of the could have been, but I thought it was somebody that wasn't in the leadership role. Go ahead though.
So if they jump on the ball,
okay. Derek
Jack. All right. So those plays, y'all, I want y'all to understand, because I'm gonna start looking at the great thing I do. I have a catalog of games I can run through it in like minutes. I want y'all to understand that in that 2018-21 season, we didn't make key mistakes. Like we were we played damn near perfect ball in the majority of the games because you had to. We did some shit last year, dude, that will make you puke in your mouth.
Because they could. Go with nobody holding them accountable. Accountability. If they got shirts, I guarantee if you watch it, they're gonna have a shirt that got accountability on the back of them. I guarantee it. Everybody you interview saying they hold their brother accountable. I gotta know what he's doing. Like I said, when I'm on the field with somebody, I tell the slot, I tell the offensive line, hey, look, man, we doing whoop-de-woo. Like, but me and Tim already knew what was going on. But if you want to win the game, ain't no, man, we out here. You know, we out here trying to get this playoff, and we trying not to get nobody hurt. But go ahead.
So I'm honestly, what got me feeling even better about this season is when I looked at Tennessee's numbers for their quarterback. No one did anything special.
Right.
It was nothing special. We don't need a quarterback to come here and be. We don't need him to come here and be Cam Ward. We don't.
Right.
We just need him to be solid and make plays when we need him to make it. We don't need him to throw 40 touchdowns, 35 touchdowns. Just be consistent. And I don't know, man. I like I said when we started talking about this season. Let me watch the first 4 games.
That's too much of the season.
Well, 2 of the games
are third of the damn season.
2 of the games are, come on. If we play Ole Miss and South Carolina, well, we should beat them.
What if we struggle with Toledo?
Now I don't feel good. Now I'm back
struggling defensively. What if it's 35-38 game?
How they scored? Because Anthony,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I understand what you're saying, but
hold on. There's layers to that because when you look at the Florida game last year, Florida scored 40-some points, but then the offense put them in prime situation 3 times. They ain't on the defense. Like even though they scored 48, Holiday scored a 40. Did they score 35 points marching down the field on us? Then I don't feel good about the season. If they scored 35 points, killing out secondary, I don't feel good about the season. If we have no hurries on the quarterback, I don't feel good about the season. But if our offense gives up 3 turnovers and 2 of them inside the 30-yard line, all minus 30, then I don't know yet. But I'm gonna tell y'all, so I want y'all to understand. South Carolina, I've been hard on Sellers because I'm not sure, and not because of him, but because of what people are expecting. This guy didn't have. He got better as the season went on. I want people to remember as I watched the game again, he was sharing time with Ashford when they played us.
Mm-hmm.
He was sharing time. He was sharing time probably a third of the season. My issue with Sellers is that he lost his offensive coordinator. If you really watch their games, Dowell starts to, is it Dogans? Whatever his name is, he started to do the Eddie Grant. He started morphing that offense to make it easier on Sellers and Reed. Sellers, look, y'all, I'm not gonna lie. Sellers with his eyes and reading was not that much better than BVG. I'm just being honest with you. But his receivers were better. It was quick. If it ain't there, he tucked it and ran. So my thing is now he's got a different voice, a different tone. I don't care if they run the exact same offense. The new coordinator ain't gonna call the game the same way as the previous coordinator.
Right.
He's back at square one again. I'm not sure they're going to be as great as what people are predicting to be. Plus, they had the best damn defensive line in the conference. That ain't going to happen again. Same thing with Ole Miss. Now, Texas, no, he's better than Morgan Newton. I'm sorry. He's better.
You know, Morgan Newton was our top 5 recruits ever.
Yeah.
Well, since they started keeping stars.
Yes, and they start keeping yes. Yeah. Don't do that, Justin. Don't do that. I'm not saying that. But I want to see, we played in week 4. I want to see how he adjusts to this new coordinator. Or does the coordinator adjust to him? Because we all know coordinators have ego. You play with Mike Martz. I played against Mike Martz. That motherfucker got an ego. He ain't want no checks. He want, you run what I call, regardless of what they show on the other side of the ball.
Yeah.
Let's see how that relationship is, because that's going to dictate how good South Carolina's going
to be. Yeah. So everybody acting like so it's a foregone conclusion that little baby Manning gonna come in here and just rip the league up.
No,
everybody giving Texas all this clout.
But Anthony, I'm not Anthony. Listen to me. I've seen that MFer play live.
Damn all that.
I've seen him, dude. He's no. Let's not. I'm not talking about the talent. Screw, because everybody. If we say this out, everybody has talent.
And I was say, so I'm supposed to be. He's so good. While I'm sitting on the other side of the field. Go ahead,
Anthony. It's him as a player. He's got something special about himself that is different from. It will be his two uncles.
His last name is Manning. That's what's so special about him.
No. And I'm telling you, he's different. You know who he's closer to, personality-wise? Baker Mayfield. He has that kind of. He's gonna. Don't do the. He's gonna be. He's a Heisman Trophy winner, all that stuff. I think he's gonna be good enough to. I still think LSU is going to win conference. I think he's going to be good enough to keep Texas rolling like they've been rolling. Because so many. Anthony. He's got talent up on Anthony. He's got so much damn talent around him. It's almost impossible for him to fail. Because they can make the game, they can just tote the ball. like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though he's a quarterback, they ain't gotta they ain't gotta do like y'all had to do with Tim Couch. Or how Mummy wanna do with Tim
what do you mean what we had to do? Hold on.
No.
How's that?
They didn't have to do what Mummy wanted to do with Tim Couch.
Wanted to do, okay. Yeah.
Yo,
appreciate that.
You know damn well if Mummy wasn't gonna throw the ball 40 times, Tim Couch was gone.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Texas ain't gotta do that. Manning ain't saying, Coach, I gotta throw the ball.
I got you. Yeah, I got you.
I gotta throw the ball. No, Manning just want to win. Dude, I'm telling you, that's what it's something about him that's it's not something. He's different than his uncles. Them motherfuckers could not move. Dude, Peyton Manning couldn't move out his shadow.
You're right.
Peyton was athletically horrible. And that's even when he was smaller as a high school player. Athletically, he was horrible. But the other things he had were elite. But that joker couldn't. Dude, my little 4-year-old nephew could outrun him probably. But Texas just has so much talent. And that's the same thing with Georgia. I don't trust Georgia quarterback.
Yeah.
But they have so much talent.
Yeah.
They don't have to put it on his shoulders. So I think those two games are issues. But dude, I'm looking at Tennessee. Anthony, they lost all their production on offense. Receivers, starting quarterback.
But ain't they system driven though?
You can't be
Dusty Bonner came in. Dusty Bonner had to go down the division to play.
But he came in
and his numbers wasn't that much different from Tim Couch's.
You know Dusty Bonner did not have to go down in divisions. He was good enough to play for us.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, no. It does have talent around them.
Yeah.
No. Tennessee might have talent, but it's not experienced talent.
Right.
No. Wendell, no. No. He can't. But here's the thing. This is what I want people to understand. Because I was a quarterback like that when I was a sophomore in high school. When you is athletic, he is basically Cam Newton, size-wise. When you are that athletically gifted, you ain't gotta read defenses. Coach says, read that guy. If it ain't open, I'm taking it. You ain't gotta read
that big.
Defense.
Sellers that big,
dude. He is humongous.
Oh, I ain't know that.
Dude, he's not as tall. I don't think he's 6'5", but he's a big boy.
Who was that dude they had at Arkansas a couple years ago? Big athletic joker.
The white dude?
Black dude. The athletic.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
That when you say he ain't as tall as Cam, that's when I'm like, I wonder. I'm trying to figure out.
What is
like he took that joke under his second.
He was big too. Pause. Let's see what they got sellers listed at. They got sellers at 6'3", 240.
Oh, damn, that is pretty big.
So
6'3" ain't outstandingly big. It ain't big. 240
so
is a little hefty, though.
You know about 250, 260. You know that, right? Because at quarterback, they want to say make you look smart. No, that motherfucker about 250. No, he's a big boy. So when you that gifted athletically, you're not reading the defense. It's one read. RPO, not there, tuck it and go.
Right.
Or extend the play. He's not reading defenses like that. That's why I don't like people saying he's the number one quarterback. He would be the number one quarterback selected. Have y'all not learned?
Oh, that's KJ Jefferson. That's who it
was. Excuse me. Yes, that was a big MF-er, dude. What is he at?
He probably ain't in the league, man.
See, Anthony, that's the other thing about these young kids. Back in the day, if you was a big quarterback, you already knew from jump you weren't playing in the NFL.
Right?
Yeah. So if you want to make money, you went and you changed position.
Yeah.
These quarterbacks now, they're like, I'm a quarterback.
Right. Herb Tyler ever make any money? Herb Tyler ever play in the league?
Herb Tyler was small, dude.
But I'm saying he ran that thing, though. But he was right after Tommy Frazier. But Tommy Frazier had they act like he had them blood clots with stop Tommy Frazier.
I don't think Herb.
But Tony Rice didn't. Major Harris.
So
like
none of them. I was a Tony Rice fan. He didn't do nothing. I don't even think he got even an NFL run. I know he didn't get drafted.
Right.
Nah, Herb Tyler didn't do much. I don't think Herb Tyler was 6 feet, dude. As I remember,
I don't think he was all that big. I think you're right because Kevin wasn't that big, and I think him and Kevin wasn't
right.
Kevin Falk wasn't too much of a different size.
He might have been 5'10".
Oh, okay. No, I was just kind of thinking of them power, but he could throw that thing. He was slant if he had a little touch to him.
No, Herb Tyler was a damn good quarterback. You know, in the NFL, and you couldn't come out back then either, being not 6'3", 6'4".
Right.
You know, that was Warren Moon was the only quarterback I guess, and Steve Young to a point. And Steve Young wasn't 6 feet though, but that were smallish for that time that got in play. Because even Doug Flutie, damn Heisman Trophy winner, he had to scramble, literally and figuratively, even get a little bit of run. So those guys, man, was too damn small. They played now.
Small, you know who else was small, unsuccessful, and had the nerves to be an asshole?
Ooh.
And I'm gonna say this just because, like I said, man, I didn't get to do what he wanted to do. Now I guarantee I was better than him in my position than he was at his. And anybody gonna argue it just because you're like, what are you doing this career? You doing yours? Nah, there's a lot of other shit going on. What's his name? Rich Gannon. Rich Gannon was a complete ass. He was an ass. Little bitty dude. Little bitty old dude. He wore them shoes. You remember them shoes that you seen Bo running in when he broke, not the one he broke his leg, but them little the knobbles on the spikes. You know, they went to hard plastic, but before they was rubber. Like, what do they call them shoes? Mitras and
Waffles?
Huh?
You said, were they cleats or were they running shoes?
They were cleats, but it was way back when they had them ones that you watch 80s football and they got them turf shoes. They was turf shoes, but they had the little nubbles on them. He still wear them. Like, he was wearing them in the 2000s. Like, he just didn't, like, he refused to grow up. It just had a chip on his shoulder, which is understandable.
But Anthony, he really earned that chip, though. They really dicked him over. Rich Gannon?
Go ahead.
No.
A lot of people get dicked over in the NFL. A lot of people.
Well, I'm not saying, but he earned that asshole.
No, it ain't. Okay. If you feel that way, then why Kurt Warner was a good guy?
Because Kurt Warner didn't go through. Hold on. Kurt Warner.
How many Super Bowls Rich Gannon win?
No. You asked about the asshole, right? Kurt Warner. Here's the difference. No,
everybody in the NFL feels they should be there.
Here's the difference. As a guy who watched Rich Gannon, I don't know why I like Rich Gannon, but whatever.
And so we're gonna take you watching me playing with him.
No. Is I know his situation. I understand his situation. I don't understand everybody's situation. He did things for the Vikings as a backup that he thought he should at least get a shot somewhere and kept not getting a shot. Kurt Warner was in the damn Arena Football League. He didn't have no chip on his shoulder because he was thankful to get with the Rams. You know what I'm saying? No. He was thankful to get.
So why do you think you stayed as a backup all the time? Do you think your personality and all that don't have nothing to do with it?
Now that I don't know about. I'm just thinking from the outside looking in as I've seen him play.
Hold on. You were a backup that felt like you should have got a chance, and you probably, given health issues, you probably would have had a chance at some point. You just had to be patient enough, and you don't have to have health issues, right? So, right when your personality, I got an edge on, you had an edge on your shoulder? No. You just like, I'm going to come work my tail off, be a good teammate?
I'm not, well, maybe I should restate. I'm not saying that he wasn't.
Everybody in the league feels like that, but go ahead. I'm going to listen.
I'm not saying his default is an asshole. But what I'm saying is, I've seen him play and go through the NFL, and I felt as a fan looking that he should have gotten a shot, and he did. That, like you said, that goes with a lot of people. All I'm saying is specifically him. We just talked about him. I've seen some things that will rub me the wrong way. I get traded or someone picks me up and they act like, oh, you're going to be the starter. Then they do some stupid shit. Then you go to another chance. They do some stupid shit. Now, whatever warranted, you can be an asshole in the locker room from an outside looking in. I don't know his personality. You know it more than I. From the outside looking in, that might be the reason. It's like, damn, why don't they give the man a shot?
And when he got his shot to be the starter in Oakland, he was an asshole. Tyron Wheeler was about to whoop him. But the whole point, here's the difference. Playing with Rich Gannon, playing with the dude in St. Louis. Kurt Rich and Kurt. I run a route in Oakland. Now, mind you, I led the country in receptions as a back coming to y'all.
Right.
Motherfuckers, I'm running the swing route. Ain't no blitz coming, so you got time. So I'm just getting to my landmark. Motherfucker, throw the ball at the back of my head. Not at the front of my head, at the back of my head. So I duck. Rook, get your fucking head around. And I'm looking at him like, what? You got to get your head around earlier. No, I'm watching everything just like. Now, mind you, that's his expectation. Because there's no way for me to run to the sideline with my head back that way. You can't do it. So I was always taught, look back. I don't see nothing. I'm watching, making you ain't under duress. I'm looking back. Now, maybe he sees, but after 3 steps, the defense ain't even dropped far enough, even if they're in a cover 2, to show you if they're in a fucking cover 2. You done threw the bitch at the back of my head. So my logic ain't making up. So run it again. Tyron Wheatley grabbed me by my jersey. Watch out, Rook. Grabbed me out there. he told Rich, I hope you do that shit to me. And I was just like, damn, why was he so mad about it? Because he was an asshole. Like, why? Now, now I'm in St. Louis, running the seam route. out of the backfield running. Hey, when you come out, you want to press the backer, but don't get too far wide because we don't want you pulling your backer's eyes toward outside. So, but I'm sure Kurt told me, like, hey, this is what I need out of you. Rich was like, well, I don't want you out here with me.
Yeah. I got you.
So I'm saying I done seen both sides. Like I done been around a lot of different people. But like I said, I'm telling you, I wouldn't only if your teammates don't like you.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna stand up for Aaron Rodgers, are you?
No. Because I know. No. See, I don't know that. I didn't know that about Rich Gannon, but I know that about Aaron. No, fuck no. One day, I didn't look, Anthony. We were both. I was on this show and said that Anthony Richardson is not better than Will Levis.
I don't know if I said that.
No, I said me. No, not you.
Well,
Anthony Richardson is not better than Will Levis. Damn, did the people not see the games? Fuck the damn talent. Every quarterback got talent. It's like this motherfucker's the only quarterback that can run and throw the ball. Come on, man. Dude, honestly, he got a pretty damn good coach fired. If you think about it, he got a damn good coach fired. Because that coach put too much down, just like we did. He let him do. That month. Come on, man.
Oh man. Okay, here go Justin over here. Justin, you ain't watched a whole lot of these shows, have you? Justin over here stat stuffing. He been watching our Vans breakdowns. He over here stat stuffing. If and then statements. Oh,
did y'all see that in games that we completed?
He said when last year when when we went 64%, we were 4-0. Calzada average is 66%. But what was Leary? What was Leary's shit? Leary's shit was crazy.
Don't even go there. This motherfucker was 60-some% against non-conference games. Was that against Murray State, who was like 1-10? That was no. Look, we only won 4 games. Who are the teams that played Murray State? So don't do that. No, Justin, don't do that. How do you do against the real team? Yeah, nah, you can't do that. 64%.
Oh, shit. I got lockjaw. I've been chewing that gum since 2:00. Oh Lord, I got lockjaw. I took it out now. Oh Lord, that hurts.
Too much information.
Stupid balls. Hey, what do you think about and I don't know if it's newsworthy. I'm kind of trying to get it up. Is newsworthy because it's on the news is where it was said like we ain't got no other assistant position coaches, but we got an assistant offensive line coach.
Yes.
Which there's other positions that have assistant coaches.
Yes.
So one, how do you feel about it being made news? Do you think of strategically, or do you think we lacked one before? Did we not have one before?
Oh no, we
fire him instead of.
Did you have Greg Jackson?
Huh?
Wasn't he the assistant?
That's a long time ago.
That one last year?
I don't think Drake been around that long. Was he? I didn't know that. I didn't know he stayed that long.
Here's the deal, y'all. And I don't know if I remember this correctly. I could be wrong. Anthony, if you know, you can chime in on this one. I thought the thought process when Burton got here was he was going to be the center anyway. Like this is long overdue. I thought the thought process was he was not good enough to play. I don't want to say good enough. He was not big enough, strong enough to play guard, but he was smart enough to play center. Kind of like Drake Jackson-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Don't compare him to Drake Jackson.
Right.
But the build, the processing.
Nah, he's way bigger than Drake. Drake wasn't that big. That's the problem. That was the downfall. But go ahead.
So I think he's, in essence, moving to his natural position. I think if Slaughter was still here, he would have been playing center. But he went through some offensive line coaches that didn't see the vision that the guy who recruited him saw. So I think that now he's in a position that fits him more than guard. So I'm not shocked at it. I'm gonna say this for a guy who I don't care. These young boys read Twitter. I'm sure they do. For all the crap he's heard about him, for him to still stick around and still, I don't want to say be invested in the program. I hope that he performs well for enduring the crap that he had to endure. I pray and really wish that he has a solid season. Not saying he's going to the NFL. I just want him to perform to the level that he thought he would be performing at, and do a good job at center.
But if they keep moving around, you never really get comfortable in the position. And so here's my thing. Here's my thing. I ain't 100% certain they has to be a center. And this is where I don't know where Bush and Eric are on the same page on this, because you think the center has to be good because he can snap the ball and get outside, snap the ball and get to his position? Do you think the center has to be good because he has to make sure, which we've seen on film a lot, and I may or may not have been told this from defensive coaches, they don't even recognize who they're supposed to be blocking at the snap of the ball. But a guard can do that. You can do that from guard. You can call, the guard can call out. I called out who Mike was. Hal Mummy said, because when the offensive line is down and there's a lot of stuff moving, we playing against Joe Lee Dunn and them, everybody's shifting. Like, what if you ain't got no down linemen and they're all backwards, just moving? I'm the only one who can see. Well, I ain't the only one, but I can see. So the center look back at me and I tell him which way to, or I give him a number. And they turn that way, which means me and the quarterback, because I know the play, me and the quarterback got the other side. So if two people come, I got one of them. You better get that thing out your hand. But there's other ways to go around that. So that's why I'm like, why they keep moving from center. If a lot of people act like it's the blocking ability and ability to rub up to the next level or get outside like they're Monty Dawson or somebody. But I think it's more, we can't find nobody who has the brains to do it. And that's why when you brought up Drake, that's what Drake was. Like, Drake wouldn't know. Drake might be 6'1", 6 foot. Now, mind you, I was over there the other day, man. All them motherfuckers like 6'5", 6. Like they like leaning and Comstock on the side. Like, I was like, damn. Yeah, man, it wasn't nowhere. And I was a tall running back. You wasn't gonna find me behind them jokers.
Right.
So I see a crease. But I think that's the biggest thing. So I think somebody got to give up their ego. Now, this is Bush's second season. Bush got to tell Eric, look, all we want is when we run this play, because the offensive line should know, or the quarterback, I mean, in the NFL, the quarterbacks do it. They know where they want to go. So they dictate who's Mike, which means we turn it this way. Center has this guy. Center and everybody else is responsible for this guy. But I was told that in blitz drills, that a lot of times they didn't know who they had, which means, a half step, a half second, because they getting off the ball like that. So if you got a hesitation on guessing who you got, that's why you watch. I was watching you breaking down film. This guy came. He let him. No, he ain't letting go. He was not sure on the snap, because if you know who you got, and there's some coaches that make you point to the guy you got, and I hated doing that. Because they know it's war. They know his war, especially when if Mike see me point at him, and he know he 250 and I'm 190. Man, Mike Peterson. That's how Mike Peterson's ass was. Man, he just put his head down and just shoved me back. Hey man, you better be getting ready to get away, because he ain't trying to dance. What's his name? Who's that? Dude play outside for Florida that year. Stand up. Big dude. Curse. Javon would try to slap you around, so he'd dance with you. So I just say, shit, Mike Peterson, man, because he was inside the box. Mike would just put his head down, try to run through my chest. I was like, oh, shit, this hurts.
Yeah, the more film I watch again and just picking up things that I might have missed, Cox did not have a great year at center.
Because what do you think? Identifying, blocking.
That's all. I don't
know. You should
know
tell by his first couple steps.
Call.
If he steps to the right and somebody beats him left, then it might have been a bad call. Now, if he fighting with somebody and just getting his ass whooped, then that's a whole nother thing too.
No. It was not more. The right tackle got beat more one-on-one than Cox got beat. So Cox didn't know what was going on more than just getting beat physically.
Yeah.
And them motherfuckers could not pass a stunt off to save their life.
I don't think they initially knew what they were doing. Like they initially don't know what they're doing.
So, but I'm gonna say this, Anthony. This is where you and I differ a lot. If you're an offensive line coach, I'm pretty damn sure you go over stunt and how to pass them off. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure. If you don't, you shouldn't be fucking coaching. So what happens in the game? And Anthony, I'm talking about not exotic stuff where a linebacker comes in A gap and then he goes all the way and is contained. I'm not saying anything that's crazy. Just simple TE stunts, cross, like simple stuff. They could not pass off. I'm like, didn't make sense to me. So I don't know. We will see now, though. We will see this year. Yeah, we got old linemen with some experience. I don't care where they play. If you got experience, you got experience. We're gonna see, can they pass off a simple stunt? If they can't do it, I'm looking at Wolf side eye. Because that's 2 years in a row that your line can't
get a problem.
I'm gonna look like I'm down cross-eyed. That's how I'm gonna go the other way. Because dude, if your line can't pass out stunts 2 years in a row, that's on you then. Because either you are accepting it or you don't coach it well enough. Because they were horrible at some of these stunts, too.
I was told. I don't say I was told. I'm gonna say I was led to understand. Mm-hmm. I was led to understand that one of the former offensive linemen, i.e. center, that was helping out the offensive line, that we spoke of on the show already today.
DJ
did not like working with him because if he made it, because basically, like, I just finished playing a couple years, like this is why they're not getting it. Shut up and do as I say.
Oh,
okay. Go ahead, man. Like I said, you getting paid handsomely. You know, the other grad assistants, them cats don't really get paid nothing. And actually, you don't want to cause no ruffles, especially when you got a hard-headed ass coach. And your head coach just letting you do whatever the hell you want to do. And that's what I'm telling you. And I don't know what Bush got in him. I don't know what Bush nationality is or nothing. I don't think that makes no difference. I'm just telling him, if you're from the hood, man, Bush, all eyes on you now because you're the offensive coordinator. We gave you a mulligan because the first year was your first year. We've been having a carousel. I'm saying you even gonna get a mulligan this year. But if you allow, and they've been saying it on this show for a couple of years, for a couple of weeks now. I didn't think about it. If you do not establish what makes your offense run, if Eric Wolford has a practice scheme, a philosophy that doesn't work for you, you got to change it. Because Eric done been through a couple of offense coordinators where it seemed like the quarterbacks never stood a chance. And I'm not saying it's him, but even if they're not picking up what you're putting down, if you want me to play running back for you, or you got a better running back for me, like I tell you this all the time. If they just gonna blitz, if Georgia, Mississippi State, and them just gonna blitz, Florida just gonna blitz because they know shit is easier for me to blitz them and rather than let them get on a route and have a linebacker trying to cover. So I'm gonna stand and put a fullback in if that's the case. You put a fullback in, now what the defense gonna do? Safety, drop back. You ain't even got to come in the ball. So it's just a whole game plan thing. Like you can do whatever you got to do. But I'm saying just a lot of things I've been hearing is a philosophy thing. I don't know if he thinks it works, it's been proven somewhere, or that's all he knows how to do, and he's just hard-headed. But they've been sitting on the show for a couple of weeks. I just thought about this because we was talking about the running back room. You think Bo we're earning the check?
All right.
Special teams running back wise?
I'm gonna say this, and while I watch this film, there's two things I'm gonna say. I'm going to say this. As you look deeper into the game, the passing game, I didn't look at the running game solo. Bush has some damn good concepts.
Yes. Yes.
Quarterback. Fucking throw it. Dude, he's wide open.
When he can get in the rhythm,
fuck that rhythm, Anthony. It's not a rhythm. I'm gonna just be honest. It's not.
But I'm saying his concepts changed with the window dressing. I'm saying, but he was never able to get in the rhythm. I was talking about when I watched him other places and getting.
I'm sorry. You saying Bush wasn't able to get in the rhythm? You ain't talking
about yeah. Bush wasn't able to get in the rhythm. Play call like everything looking the same, and we here, bam, bam.
For sure. Yes. And I'm on. There's two guys whom I didn't. I guess. To be honest with you now, I didn't like the offensive staff last year. I guess because I didn't get because I was hard on Bush and pause, and I realized that
ain't no pause, man.
It was more on the quarterback, and I had a problem with Boulware. But Anthony, but this is what I'm gonna give Boulware credit for. One thing the running backs did, Anthony, is pass pro. They pass pro their ass off. When there was a linebacker coming, pause.
Yeah,
they were there.
They stick their face in there. Yeah.
All the time. Now, I think Patterson missed an assignment or two. I think maybe at this point I'm on game 11. Maybe Wilcox whiffed on one. But Demi was fine. He ain't missed one.
Yeah.
He squared them up every time. So we know running backs don't want to block.
Right.
Well, I'm happy because you said it right. When you point, you know he's coming. You know, man, he got a 3-yard head of steam, and I can't move. But them jokers stood in there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give him credit for that, for teaching these running backs and them taking it on. Because I don't care who you are, dude. Nobody wants to pass pro. I don't care how good a pass pro blocker you are. You don't want that smoke all the time. They did a damn good job of it. So my problem with Boulware was when he first came here and we had a rugby style kicker, he made him into a traditional kicker.
And we was back to back rugby style kickers. Like that was our kind of.
That's what I'm saying.
But you can't really ask him to coach something. You can't ask him really to coach something he ain't accustomed to coaching either. And so he should adjust to the kicker.
Yes. What did Eddie Grant do? He was able to adjust. I'm not saying he needed to adjust every year, but when you came here, you know what you had. You can't make somebody something that they're not. Either you kick them to the curb and make the traditional kicker your everyday kicker. You can't make a guy who doesn't kick that way kick that way. It's just you bang your head against a bad wall. So for me, that's the biggest problem I had. But then the next year, special teams have been doing well. So I think Boulware has earned his keep, which I wouldn't have said until I watched the film.
For what he does, because of running backs block, and because special teams, because we had one of the fastest players in the country.
What else you want him to do?
Wait a minute. Listen, Van Hiles. Everybody else, all y'all listen. Listen good. These are Anthony White's thoughts and Anthony White's thoughts all alone. Van Hiles just said he appreciates our running back special team coach because our running backs can block. And Barry Brown was the fastest player in the country. One of them. So you put Barry in position a few times. How many times do we return kicks a game? We don't return a whole lot of. So we want you. We would like for your running backs to do. Get 4-5 yards of carry, which they do sometimes. Catch the ball out of the backfield, not blow assignments. So you're saying the small things, yeah, they were doing what they were supposed to be coached. But why not get it where the running backs get the ball more times a game when we only getting the ball, what are we rushing, like 18 times a game or something? The most players was getting like 9 or 8 11 rushes a game. That's how I was out. I averaged 10.1 rushes a game, and we was a pass team.
Whose fault is that, Anthony?
Oh, nobody. I'm not complaining.
But
I still got you on for about 1,800 yards.
No. Whose fault is it that we're not running? Anthony, I'm looking at just basic stats, and I hate doing this because there's more to the game. Anthony, when you average only 62 snaps a game, that's pretty damn low, because in those 3 non-conference games we had a lot of damn snaps.
Yeah.
So in SEC games we probably averaged, if that's 62, we probably was in the 50s in SEC games.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Where the run's gonna come from? You only got 20-some runs in that game, and when you're behind, you gotta throw it a little bit. So I think the game dictated those runs.
Hold on. This is what Ann brought up a couple weeks ago. This is where that's what made me start looking into this. What Ann brought up to me a couple weeks ago. And JD and Jay Hayes then brought this up earlier. What is the for you? What is the running back room depth chart right now?
I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna add this
for you, yours, not.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you. If you complain about the running backs, Jamarian Wilcox had 6.4 yards a carry. Demi had 4.5. Patterson had 5.6. So they were throwing the ball decently.
I absolutely understand that. So that's why you better walk right into my point. Go ahead.
My depth chart is McGowan, Wilcox, Patterson, Dowdell in a niche responsibility of when it's 3rd and 2 or less to get us 3 yards.
So what you just told me about Jamarian averaging 6 yards a carry now, and that's your depth chart. But we hear, okay, McGowan and Dowdell is going to be.
They're not 1
and 2.
No, bullshit.
Or hold on,
bullshit.
McGowan, Patterson, Dowdell.
Bullshit.
So I'm saying, as a running back, as a running back coach, where do you step in and say this guy got to get on the field? We don't know what Jamarian Wilcox is doing off the field. We have no idea. But if my job depends on it, hey, we got to get you on the field.
Hold on, Anthony. You know that's bullshit. Anthony, who the hell started in front of you? Don't name any names. Who the hell started in front of you? I'm going to say this. Who the hell started in front of you? Were they better than you? No. There are people you got to understand there's layers to why people start or play a lot.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
More than talent. Here's the deal. The best running back, talent-wise in the room, is Wilcox.
Right.
There's obviously something that's going on why he ain't playing. So I'm gonna just stick to someone don't trust him, whatever it is. He's been passed up multiple times.
Right.
So therefore, unless he has changed his things outside the field, he ain't gonna start. But for people to start saying, because I did read that somewhere, like 1-2 punch, you may be calling a 1-2 punch because McGowan is going to be your quote-unquote starter and Dowdell's going to be your quote-unquote starter in short yardage. If that's what you call a 1-2 punch, I'll go with it. But there's no damn way that Dowdell is, when McGowan is, let's say McGowan goes on a 6-play drive and it's 2nd and 9, it is no way Dowdell is coming in the game. There's no way. Either Wilcox or Patterson is coming in the game. That's your second running back. Now, if McGowan goes on a 10-play drive and it's 3rd and goal at the half-yard line, then yeah, Dowdell is going to probably be the one that replaces him. That don't mean that's a 1-2 punch. That just means he's a short yardage guy. There is no way out of all the film I've watched, Anthony, of Dowdell, there's no way in hell he's the number 2 running back.
So so McGowan rips off the They start on the 20. He rips off the 25-yarder. Rip off a 30-yarder. Rip off an 18-yarder. Break 15 tackles. Now we on their side of the field. It's 1st and 10. Who comes in?
Wilcox or Patterson. In my book, it'll be Wilcox. I don't know all the stuff that's going on behind closed doors, but in my case, if McGowan rips out and they start at the 20, so that's he rips out 60 yards of offense and it's 1st and 10, Wilcox come in the game. If he does the old C-Rod.
Right.
Yeah, Wilcox coming in the game. No, there's no way Dowdle's coming in the game on 1st and 10. No fucking way. In my book. No way. I just don't see it.
What do we bring him in for then?
He's gonna be our short yardage back.
So we just when do we get Seth?
We got him
late.
Yeah, definitely late. But hold on, Anthony. Think about this stuff.
I didn't know Tavani Mazzell was 260.
Yes, he's the next Dowdle.
But no, that motherfucker fast though. Like he want the top runners in Florida.
Yeah, but he ain't no longer. he's no longer that person. It is, in my opinion, only my opinion, because I don't know the offensive scheme, but I would like to see more 21 personnel or even 22, don't matter, and put Wilcox and McGowan in the game at the same time. That causes problems. I don't think people understand that you can still run fucking 2 backs. Like, damn. Run some pistol. Run some 2 backs. Run 2 backs is not a bad thing.
You got to have a scheme for it, though.
I understand. But like I have said many times, as a guy who plays defense, when I see 2 backs in the game, my personnel is different than if I see 1 back in the game. If I see 3 tight ends in the game and 2 of those tight ends can legitimately play receiver, if you come in 31 personnel, I'm coming in with heavy.
Yeah.
And if you shift out, now I got a fucking safety in space or a linebacker where they don't want to be. If you got 2 backs,
if you got time for all that, yeah.
If you got 2 backs, you coming in base personnel. If you come in 1 back, people might go nickel. But if you come in 2 backs and 2 tight ends, you are going base personnel. In McGowan or Wilcox on a linebacker or a safety is house money.
Yeah, I think you talking about get a matchup look.
Yeah,
I've been in that situation before where you go 2 backs. We played Vandy my senior year. Artus was a freshman, I think. Artus might have been a freshman. Old freshman, but it was a freshman.
Was it
that was your boy. That's why you got your boy Jimmy. I told your boy I broke out, man, for 60-yarder, and I'm getting this shit. And I'm looking on the thing, and Jimmy just he ain't even hesitate. It wasn't no like last second. He just grabbed me. I said, "Damn, I'm a fan." So we watched the film. They was like, "What was you trying to do?" I was like, "Shit, what can I do?" Like he just ran up on me and grabbed me. So I had 60 yards in the first quarter. We're running out of the eye. Boom, I'm downhill. Boop, boop. And I'm bopping like that. So now all of a sudden, they put me and D Homer in the game in split backs and kept running me on this ignorant ass shit where I'm running off tackle, but from 2 back, from split back. So now the end's getting upfield. I ain't got no choice but to cut it up. Now I'm cold with the cut, but I can't cut that bitch all the way back when I'm already my. So then they take me in D Homer out, put 2 back in, 1 back, ice. Boom, 2 getting 6-7 yards. So he just 6 or 7 yards in the death, put us back in on like 3rd and 4th. Running, I'm like, man, you dude. Now, mind you, Vandy's our last game of the season. No, Tennessee is our second last game of the season. Like, you fucking up my stock. Like, I could have had probably 150 yards. Point was, you kept running. I don't know what the point they was running me 2 back. Well, let me stay in the eye. Let me stay in the eye bone. Like the eye when we're running the ball. Or shed. Let Derek and Tooth run the split back. Damn all that. But I didn't like that. It really pissed me off and frustrated me because you would put me in and the scheme wasn't doing nothing. But you act like you were trying to keep them off balance. Now we could have run a route if we had ran a route. That's fine. But we was trying to ball control. But it didn't work. It was not working for us. No. We damn near lost to Vandy.
No, this is what I'm saying, and you're right. I'm not saying come in 20 whatever personnel and line up in two backs and stay in there. I'm talking about maybe line up in two backs and motion out.
Oh, that's what I say. Yeah, you talking about if you got the time for that, though. But
yeah, motion. But Anthony, the worst. There's two things that defensive players hate: being a personnel that creates a matchup problem, and motions and shifts.
Right.
We got to now on defense. We're not thinkers. Defense. You know why a lot of people play defense? A lot of defensive linemen play defense because they're not smart enough to play offensive line. A lot of linebackers play linebackers because they're not smart enough to have bad vision in the run game. A lot of linebackers are running backs.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why DBs are not playing wide receiver because probably they can't catch the damn ball. That is everybody. I don't care. I don't know about now, but when I was growing up, everybody want to play offense. Nobody want to play defense. You play defense, your ass got moved there because you're inadequate on offense. That's no shame, but that's usually what happens.
Right.
So for me, once you start making defensive players think, that's not our strong suit. The great thing about defense is you read and react. You ain't even when you get to a level where now you smart enough and can use your IQ. Now the game becomes slow, but a lot of players are not smart. A lot of players don't have high IQs on defense. That's why your safeties and your linebackers are so important so they can tell people what to do.
No, that's a fact.
So once you start making everybody have to adjust, it becomes a problem. I can when we get to that 5 plays where we fucking peed down our leg on defense because someone shifted.
When we get comfortable with that, we can do that. That's all. So you're right. And that's the whole point I'm saying. If Bush was comfortable with our personnel and packaging and executions, we could do that. But hey, man, we leaping through the damn playbook every damn series because we in 2nd and 12, 2nd and 10s. And like I said, if you stay on schedule, shit, you can predict. Like we knew on first down, typically, me or Derek gonna get 4. So we typically looking at 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5. I mean 2nd and 6, 2nd and 5. Now we can throw Craig a hitch. That's 7 yard. Boom. 1st and 10 again. Here we go. We back on schedule. Giving me 5, 4. We average 5 yards a carry. So okay, you 2nd and 5. You can leave Craig on the island if you want to. Boom. 7 yard hitch. Now, but he turned a 7 yard hitch into 10-12 every time.
Yeah.
So I just don't think Bush was ever to be able to get on schedule. So I'm with you. I like what he got going on. But, man, if it ain't going your way, man, you need to get in some people's face and say what you need to say to them, man. And, like, look, man, everybody looking and laughing at me. I'm the laughing stock.
Yeah, well, as you eloquently said earlier, personalities are different. Rich Gannon was an asshole. Kurt Warner wasn't. Maybe Bush is just not natural asshole when he's dealing with a guy who he might need to be an asshole to.
And he ain't from Youngstown, so he might not have that cash.
Touche.
All right, man. We've concluded. One more show, man. We almost didn't have a show, man. Hopefully people in Baton Rouge get all their electricity on. I don't know if everybody's back up or not, but
it was bad, man.
Been a crazy couple years.
It's been a dude. It has rained every day here and not like storms, but it has water from the skies come down every day for about the last month.
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. Thunderstorms. And I'm kind of in the country, so there's a lot of trees falling on power lines. It's crazy, man.
Well, I'm glad y'all are all right. I'm glad y'all got y'all electricity back on. Hopefully, we'll be on next week when we come back. Like, subscribe, share, follow, bring your friend. And I don't know how that thing goes. I gotta go look on YouTube and see how that like counter, whatever y'all was saying.
Yeah, I need to watch that myself.
Yeah, like it a little bit more, man. Y'all get a little bit of points. Y'all get some points. And Jay Hayes has come out with the locker merch. I don't know about coming out with no merch. That ain't a bad idea either, though. As long as y'all buy it.
That's a problem. So, you don't want boxes of t-shirts.
I'm drop shipping. I ain't on it. I'm drop shipping. Like, subscribe, share, follow YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok a little bit. Yeah, TikTok a little bit. We'll be back next week. We appreciate y'all. See ya.